You might not realize it, but it takes a very strong soul to feel your feelings and to be able to heal and to be able to forgive and be compassionate. I feel like a lot of people just choose to either pass on their pain, which perpetuates the cycle, and the thing is, we don't have to pass on that pain, or we don't have to continue to live through that pain. I think the thing is, and I was just watching a friend, and they said about how, and you could check my reshares, it's in there, but they were saying about how a cycle can a cycle can continue even if we're not necessarily passing it on to somebody else. Like if we're just still doing it to ourselves, that's still passing on the cycle. And it made me realize, and I thought about it, I'm like, wow, I've picked up cycles from people who weren't even technically family. And here I am, though, breaking those cycles. Here I am being compassionate, being loving, being calm, being empathetic, not only towards my own situation, but actually towards the people who have hurt me too. Realizing that, they were kids when they went through that more than likely, and they were traumatized, and then they didn't know what to do. And instead of dealing with their pain, they passed it on to me. And when I was younger, I used to be so, not angry per se, but I felt so unjustified. I felt like there was no justice in the situation, that I had to take on all this pain just because they couldn't deal with their pain. But realizing it now, and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, it's actually kind of a privilege to be the one to be able to break that cycle. And although it's hard sometimes, I'm the one that gets to stop that, and I'm the one that gets to start a new cycle of happiness and love. And I don't know about you, but I think that's kind of cool. Like I literally am an alchemist. I take the pain and I transform it into love. And instead of passing on pain, I pass on love. And I think that that's something that takes a very strong person to do. Not just like physically per se, but emotionally and mentally, to be able to go through that, to go through all that pain and still make it out, to still make it through and not just survive but thrive. And that has been coming up so much today, thriving instead of surviving. And I just wanted to share that with you guys about how if you choose love, and if you're choosing to be more vulnerable, if you're choosing to put yourself out there, or you know, be in touch with your emotions, it's hard sometimes, but the fact that you're able to do it, that makes you such a strong person, and you should be very proud of yourself.